Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ocean City for a girls' Cape Atlantic League matchup between the Ocean City Red Raiders and the Mainland Mustangs. Mike Frankel filling in for Tom Williams tonight alongside Jim Schaefer Jr. as part of the Butch Gleason Coaches versus Cancer Day at Ocean City. This game, of course, the Jim Schaefer Memorial Game of the Week. And you can head to jimnewtschaefer.com to check out more about the Jim Newt Schaefer Foundation. So, Jim, first time you and I are working together, but we can talk hoops, obviously.
Yes,
Good girls matchup here, and two teams that maybe not at the top of the Cal like we've used to be seeing with them, but when these two teams get together, it's always a lot of fun.
It's a rivalry that it doesn't matter what the sport is or what the records are, they're really going to go after each other. It's been that way for years, and it's going to be a great day.
No doubt. Mainland reloading a little bit. The Mustangs have had so much success under head coach Scott Betson, state titles and the like, and graduating really a number of key players, to be honest, from a year ago. So this is a team in Mainland that comes in with a mark of 4-9 and a little bit of a losing streak here, and would love to get off the schneid against Ocean City. The Red Raiders, on the other hand, a lot of coaching turnover in the last couple years, but year number 2 for Trish Henry, and the Raiders above 500 so far, 7-5. And they're starting to hit their stride a little bit this season.
And they are undefeated in their national division also. So when it comes to the playoffs, they're in a good spot.
No doubt about it. Ocean City coming off a victory over Vineland. And then before that, really, I think one of those games that when people saw the result, it sort of raised some eyebrows. Ocean City knocking off Egg Harbor Township the game before that. And, of course, the HT considered one of the top teams in the Cape Atlantic League. Mainland, on the other hand, as we mentioned, trying to snap that losing streak, coming off a loss against a very good Middle Township team by a final of 44-32. And this will be the first half of the girls-boys doubleheader. So you'll be on the call for the boys to follow in this one. And we're talking girls hoops today, but you know, we need to mention John Bruno picking up win number 500 last night. He's going to go for 501 later today, but really one of the great guys in South Jersey high school basketball.
Certainly is. I've known him. I coached against him at the junior high level before he got this gig. And so I've known him. My father really liked him, was very good friends with him. His wife played softball for my dad, the family, and he's just a great guy, great family man. And as a coach, a tremendous teacher of the game, and he makes very good in-game adjustments. A big fan of the way he coaches a game.
His teams have been very good over the last couple of years on the boys' side. Ocean City advancing all the way to the South Jersey Group 3 final before losing to Mainland, and now I believe friends and family of the late Butch Gleason being introduced on the court, if I'm not mistaken. We got the headsets on, so I'm not sure exactly, but some nice moments here.
Family, it's the Gleason family, and it's also that's Kim Goodwin, or Osborne Goodwin, the wife of Greg Goodwin, legendary coach who tragically passed away from cancer. You want to talk
about great guys.
Yes.
And we miss him a lot, Greg, of course, as you're talking about, longtime coach at Apsagami. And just one of the nicest people, and any gym you'd ever walk into, one of the nicest people to talk to.
As is Kim, who was a 3-star athlete at Mainland, played softball for my dad. I've known her all my life, and it was just tragic that he passed away.
Yeah, Greg Goodwin, our thoughts obviously continue to be with his family. And as we talked about, just no matter the sport, too. I mean, he was a hoops guy, but he helped out kind of all over the place. Wherever, he was needed, Greg was always helping out.
He always kept his hand in it.
Yep, no doubt about it. So, obviously, a nice moment there. And my apologies. We jumped in off the broadcast with the headset on, so we weren't able to hear the mic in the gym. But appreciate you filling us in there, Jim Schaefer. And now the starting lineups being introduced. And Mainland will be in those road white uniforms as the state switched over the dark versus light jerseys a couple of years ago. And as we talked about off at the top, Mainland is young. Scott Betson, a lot of success there, but these are players, a lot of them getting their first meaningful action at the varsity level. Betson will start 4 sophomores and a junior. Brielle Smith, one of the sophomores, along with Riley Nagel, Sammy Funk, and Jade O'Neill, and then Callie Smith is the junior. So no seniors in the starting lineup for Mainland. A young team, but again, a lot of promise with a lot of players on this team.
Scotty Betson played for me. I coached him. He's a great guy who has really become one of the elite girls coaches now, and he'll work with his team and get them going. And Trish Henry and her staff, these are two of the best coached teams in girls basketball.
Starters just introduced for Ocean City as well, as you see the tight shot there of the Ocean City girls huddle. And again, Trish Henry in her second season at the helm after quite a bit of turnover at the top. And this is an Ocean City team that a few years ago won that South Jersey title. And again, a little bit more experience on the Ocean City side, and really kind of the engine that makes this ship go is Naomi Nwehe, who is a standout soccer player as well. Played on the basketball team a couple years ago, didn't play last year, but a meaningful contributor, a leader on this team this year. Big injury, but the players that are available include Marley Ostrander, Scarlett Fletcher, Gabby Henry, Allie Hudson, Cece Mirsky, so they'll rotate a number of players in. But again, over 500 to this point, which certainly has to be a win for Ocean City. So officially for Ocean City, starters will be Allie Hudson, Scarlett Fletcher, Gabby Henry, Ostrander, as we mentioned, and Nwehe, the starting five for Ocean City, which will be moving left to right on your video screen in this first half. Nwehe wins the tip for her team, and we are underway here in Ocean City.
See another legend on that Ocean City sideline. George McNally is part of the staff.
George McNally, part of the staff. Sue Rapetti, a former head coach at Mainland.
Great coach.
Mainland going man-to-man here to start out. Ocean City working through this initial set here. Into the corner. This is Ostrander with a touch. Spins, little floater on the way, and it goes in. So a nice touch there out of the hand of Marley Ostrander.
Not the easiest shot in the world, that floater from the baseline.
So Ocean City cashing in on its first possession, and now the Mustangs go to work. And it looks like this will be an early, near turnover. Last touch by Ocean City. We should mention from our broadcast position, which is seated behind the camera, we have a little bit of a blind spot. So I think that was where I couldn't see who that went off of, but last touch by Ocean City. And now it looks like the Red Raiders.
It's a box and one.
Yeah, I was going to say, trying to decipher this.
They're denying Smith the ball.
Here's Smith on the catch, poked away from behind, and Ocean City takes it away ahead of the pack. Henry, one more to the corner. Ostrander drives baseline, goes up, and the whistle comes in. And it'll be a foul on the Mustangs, and it will be Marley Ostrander heading to the free throw line to shoot two.
For our listeners, a box and one is four people playing zone, playing a 2-2 zone, and one playing man to help or to deny that person the ball, which is number one, Smith on Mainland.
Don't see a ton of it, obviously.
No.
See a ton of man. So not box and one, triangle and two. Don't see quite as much. Ostrander, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So she has 3 early points, just over a minute gone by. And Stangs with the basketball seeking their first points of the evening. Swing it left side. Inside now, shot goes up from Funk, won't go. Chase down in the corner. Good hustle here. Mainland comes back up with it. Smith with a long 3 on the way, off the mark. That ball last touched by Mainland. It will belong to Ocean City. So Brielle Smith, again, receiving some extra defensive attention, trying to get it going from the outside, but Mainland still looking for its first points of the night.
They did the right thing, though. You put the defender on the weak side, and then you cut to and down the middle. That's where the weakness is.
Nwehe on a strong drive. Looks like she was tied up. That is the call. And Ocean City, of course, winning the opening tap moments ago, so possession will belong to Mainland. So it is Nwehe face guarding Smith, keeping an eye on her. Mainland into the middle of that box, and then a 3 from the outside. Jade O'Neal in the corner, and a big opening bucket there for the Mustangs.
Great job of deciphering it. They got it in the middle, and then you pass out. It's tough for those 4 zone defenders to make up the ground.
Whipping a pass into the lane, too strong on the shot from Ostrander. Nwehe, the offensive board, and the putback. So Naomi, her first 2 of the evening. Ocean City back on top, 5-3. Mainland, good passing on the interior. One more pass As Nagel has it, she circles in and then is rejected down low by Ostrander. Here's Allie Hudson to walk it across for the Red Raiders. Hudson gave it up, gets it back now. She's guarded closely by Nagel. Around a screen, a little bit of an opening, and off the mark. Mainland pushing. Here's Smith. Goes glass, left it short, and then the rebound cleared there by OC. That's Scarlett Fletcher. Now loose ball on the floor. And this foul will go against the Mustangs. Looks like the foul is assessed to Nagel. Second team foul, second personal foul. So already Riley Nagel in a little bit of foul trouble there for the Mustangs. 5-3 Ocean City on top. And good hustle. And what do we have here? It looks like Nagel, as she dove on the ground for that, her foot or maybe both were out of bounds, so possession will stay with the Raiders. Here's Hudson with the basketball, again around a screen from Nwehe. Deflected that time by Brielle Smith. It'll stay with the Raiders. Again, the first half of a girls-boys doubleheader here as part of the Butch Gleason Coaches versus Cancer Day. A number of auction items up for grabs in the hallway adjacent to the gymnasium as well. Some good items from University of Kentucky. Some Mike Trout autographed items as that shot in and out for Ocean City. Here comes Mainland the other way. Callie Smith on the drive. Her shot partially blocked. Also some contact down there, and that's where the whistle comes in. So that'll mean the junior Callie Smith will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Mainland doing a good job of attacking the lane.
First shot is good for Callie Smith. Yeah, as you mentioned, Jim, again, with that box and one, that does create more space that the box has to get to, and sometimes that lane can be open. Smith gets the roll, perfect on the pair there. And we're locked at 5 midway through the first. Ostrander picks up her dribble, finds her teammate, it's Hudson. Tight defense by Smith, Hudson spins away. Kaya Chu into the lineup for the first time, getting a touch moments ago, off of the bench.
Run a little motion with screen, looking for, but Mainland's doing a nice job of switching.
Ostrander back on the ball. She hit a shot from that spot earlier, looking for the pass here. She was looking for Fletcher down low, and good deflection from Mainland. It will stay, though, with OC.
It's a great look, though.
Good patient set from the Red Raiders. Fletcher left open for three, and she drills it.
That's something you'll see from these coaches is, for my money, the underneath the basket outline out of bounds plays can create a lot of points. And both of these coaches are very good at it.
O'Neal off the mark, offensive rebound, and the putback from Callie Smith. 8-7, 3 minutes to go in the first. Nwehe, a strong drive, won't go down, offensive rebound, and the putback. So Fletcher, 5 straight points for Ocean City.
Nwehe with a great drive to the basket.
Tight one early on, OC by 3, nice look down low. Can't get the finish, though, off of the feed there from Callie Smith. That was Riley Townsend in off the bench, a little too strong on her first shot attempt. And then the foul will go against Mainland's third team foul of the period. And that personal foul assessed to Townsend. So Ocean City with that 3-point lead and the basketball. Ostrander into the corner. Here's Henry. Henry, little give and go, gets it back. Nwehe, high post, little step back jumper, rolls off the rim.
Nice design play for a great shot.
Brielle Smith looking to push the pace. Smith has to pick up the dribble. Finds Callie Smith. Corner three on the way. That one won't go down. Offensive rebound backside and then taken away by Noehe. Here comes Naomi. Full head of steam. Nice look down low. No angle. Ocean City circles back out. Chu with a three, and it rattles home.
That shot started at her knees, but it was true.
Whatever it takes, Kaya Chu with the triple off the bench. Ocean City has its largest lead at 6. Some action down low and a nice finish in traffic from Sammy Funk. And with a timeout on the floor, Ocean City leads early by a score of 13-9.
If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
Back here in Ocean City, where the Red Raiders lead Mainland by a score of 13-9. Mike Frankel, Jim Schaefer Jr. on the call with you. Bill Shallcross, of course, on our camera today. First half of a girls-boys doubleheader with the boys to follow. Scheduled to tip off at 6. This one tipped off a few minutes late, so might be a little bit after 6 by the time the boys get going, but we'll see. All part of the Butch Gleason Coaches versus Cancer Day. I mentioned some of the items up for auction here at Ocean City High School. If you're in the area and you want to swing by, again, a lot of merchandise, a lot of swag, if you will, from University of Kentucky. There's some Phillies opportunities out there, some signed basketballs from the girls and boys basketball teams here. Mike Trout autographed. Some local businesses jumping in, like Johnson's Popcorn and Car Caress, so always a great day here at Ocean City. So OC basketball out of the timeout. Raiders lead by 4. Mainland sticking with this man-to-man look defensively. DeWayhe.
It's man, but they're sagging way off.
Yeah, almost daring Ocean City to shoot. Here comes a shot, and that one is off the mark. DeWayhe, good hustle. Saved it, and then the miss down low. Ocean City couldn't cash in. Here comes Smith, behind the back dribble, taken away by the moment by Noehe. And I believe she was fouled. Let's see what the whistle is.
One of the problems with the young Mainland players is before the ball is secured, they're going off on the fast break and leaving the one defender to rebound, and that's where Ocean City is getting a lot of points.
So that foul actually assessed to Ocean City, Noehe.
I'm not sure about that.
Kind of a toss-up call there. It looked like she may have had possession for a moment, but they get her for it. Second team foul. We're under a minute to go. Mainland basketball. Smith, long three on the way. Short rebound taken by Ocean City. The Red Raiders want to push.
Ocean City went to a 3-2 that time.
Nice look down low. Ostrander back out. Chu with that unorthodox release. Can't get it to go this time. And again, let's see which way this one goes. Looks like it'll be against Mainland.
Again, those long rebounds on those outside shots, the Mainland players should be staying foul line extended. They're way above the three-point line.
So again, Jim, one of those toss-up calls, and now back-to-back 50-50 calls have gone against Ocean City. The cheering section to our left.
Linwood.
That's right. Cheering section to our left. Some Ocean City parents not thrilled with the results over the last couple whistles. But Mainland an opportunity here. They go inside out. 3 on the way. Won't go for O'Neal. Noehe with the rebound. 20 seconds remaining in the first. Noehe, nice look to Ostrander. And Marley, 2 more down low. 12 seconds remaining. Mainland will try to hold for 1 here. Smith walks it across. She's already down to 7 seconds. Over to Smith. Brielle Smith for 3. And she cashes in just ahead of the buzzer. So an exciting first quarter here in Ocean City. And after 1, the Red Raiders lead the Mustangs 15-12.
want me to stand right here?
You can stand right there.
Timeout, timeout. Timeout, 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 timeout. Timeout. Hey, bring it in. Let's go. On the move. Come on, Crystal, homie.
Bring it in. Listen up. Get tight.
Hey, guys, listen. This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there.
And we need to regroup. Hate.
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 Hate. Hate. Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields, but in our country.
In our communities.
On our streets.
In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
To stop it.
Stop it.
The anger.
The hostility.
The pain.
So let's take this moment
Right now.
To change the momentum.
And call a timeout.
On hate.
on hate.
On hate.
Together.
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 Mike Frankel, Jim Schaefer Jr. back with you in Ocean City. An exciting first quarter of play here as the Ocean City Red Raiders lead Mainland by a score of 15-12. And we talked about a little bit during the break there, Jim. There's a reason why Ocean City's trying to pay so much attention to Brielle Smith. Frustrating for most of the quarter, but she can heat up in a hurry. She hit that big three right before the buzzer.
And that was from about 2.5 feet behind the line. And it was true. 1-4 low look.
Nice skip pass down low, a little bit off the mark though. The timing not quite right there as Nuehe was looking for Hudson and just kind of threw it out in front of her.
She had her. She just needed to put a little more air under it.
Kind of like a quarterback with that touch pass versus that frozen rope. Some contact out front, and this will be a whistle against Ocean City. They should get Hudson for it. So obviously the first team foul of the second quarter.
Back to the box and one, it looks like.
First personal foul on Hudson. A little bit of foul trouble for Mainland as Nagel back on the floor with those two fouls. She catches off of the inbounds. Nice look down low. Funk with the catch in traffic, and then she was stripped trying to go down the lane. Ocean City takes it away. Hudson walks it across. Out to Nuehe. Hudson has it again. Ocean City showing a lot of patience so far this game, trying to get into their action. Henry, and again, we talked about touch passes versus a little bit too much juice on it. She was really close to her teammate there, a little too much behind that pass. It goes out of bounds.
Ocean City's really looking to pick and then go to a weak side person or get a strong side three-pointer, but Mainland's done a good job of defending that.
Mainland gets the loose ball there. Smith on the drive, lost it on the way down the lane. Ocean City takes it away again. So the Red Raiders getting some hands in there on some of that penetration, knocking these balls away. Tough catch in the corner, and then a three on the way, and good. Gabby Henry, her first points of the night.
Well, that was the first time they got undisciplined, and they paid for it.
Nuehe still face guarding Brielle Smith in the corner. Meanwhile, that box look. And taken away again. So, what, back-to-back-to-back takeaways by Ocean City. Here's Hudson, double-teamed in the corner, trying to throw it off the opposing player's leg, and she's able to do so. As now a substitution for the Red Raiders. Chu back into the lineup. And it looks like Gabby Henry will get a breather.
That youth we spoke of with Mainland is kind of the last few possessions has come through.
Here's Hudson, pressured by Smith. Good defense from Smith, and then right up until that moment where she kind of bumped her on the way by. So the foul will be assessed to Callie Smith. Her first personal foul, first team foul, with 6 minutes to go exactly remaining in the first half. Fletcher brings it across. Pass is tipped. Hudson able to get it.
1-2-2 half court, and Coach Henry took a timeout because the players weren't prepared for it.
Trish Henry wants to talk things over. We'll keep it here. And again, Ocean City leads this one 18-12. so far with just over 2 minutes gone by here in the second. Good spot here, Jim, to talk about your dad's foundation. Obviously, these games are now dubbed the Jim Schaefer Memorial Game of the Week, and opportunity to talk about the Jim Newt Schaefer Foundation.
Well, the mission of the foundation in my father's name is to provide exposure, equipment, and scholarships for local student athletes. And we started with the Game of the Week to spread the word. We have an exciting announcement to make. We have we got to dot the I's and cross the T's, but we have a sponsor that's going to sponsor the big Pleasantville Atlantic City Battle by the Bay game, which hasn't had a live broadcast in a while, so that should be a lot of fun. But the idea here is to give back to the community. My father was such an influence on student athletes, as we've talked about, all the people that have played for him, and myself. I still volunteer time at the Boys and Girls Club in PAL, and we wanted to incorporate all that into the foundation.
Yeah, just great stuff. It's a great initiative. Looking forward to hopefully doing more games with you down the line as it pertains to that Jim Schaefer Memorial Game of the Week. Back underway here as Ocean City has the basketball out of the timeout. Red Raiders.
You can take that to the bank, by the way, Michael.
Up by 6. Here's Chu with a touch. Just got that big 3 off the bench in the first quarter for the Red Raiders. Pressured here by Smith. Good defense by Smith. Nearly taken away. And again, loose ball. Bodies on the floor. That's what you get in one of these rivalry games.
Well, that time Ocean City got a little of a break there. So
I believe they went to the
jump ball.
Jump ball, yeah, possession arrow to Mainland. So not officially a turnover there in the true sense of the word, but it will be Mainland basketball as the Stangs try to chip away at this deficit. Trailing by 6, 5:21 to go in the second. High post to the low post. Here's Smith. Again, stripped on the way up, and now she goes down in the corner. That was Callie Smith. Gets it back, though, and then off the glass for 2 is Riley Nagel. Good hustle play there from the Stangs. Ostrander, Chu in the corner. That one won't go. Smith, backside rebound. Here comes Callie across midcourt. Callie Smith tries to go around the contact. And
that's
this
a great
one,
slide step there, because otherwise it's an offensive foul. That was a heck of a job by Smith.
Yeah, there was an Ocean City player with position down low. I believe that was Hudson. But you're right, that sidestep kind of took away the charge and created the defensive foul. So this will be Brielle Smith to inbound. Gets it into the corner. That's Funk. Callie Smith pulls it back. Here's Jade O'Neal. Trying to go down low to Nagel. Tough catch in traffic. She's able to at least push it to the corner. Smith. High arcing shot, and that one hit the stanchion. A little bit too much arc under that one.
Really tough angle to get that ball in the basket.
Ocean City making it difficult. Very few clean looks down low so far for the Mustangs. Here's Ostrander to Nwehe. Nwehe again to her right, forcing the issue. And a little bit of a hesitation on the call, but it does come in. Charge is the call against Nwehe.
It was great help. I'm not sure if her feet were set, but the help was there. One thing about good coaching, when you have a young team, and this is something that I live by, defense travels, and anybody can play defense. It doesn't matter how old you are. And Mainland's doing a good job of that. Now, scoring comes later with experience.
Projection down low. Smith, another long 3 on the way. That one won't go down. Loose in the corner. Another opportunity for the Stangs. Quickly back down low. Here's Funk to Smith. Off the glass for 2.
That extra pass created that.
2-point game here with under 4 to go before halftime. Mainland right back in it. Ocean City basketball, though, and Nwehe on the floor with those 2 fouls. Here's Henry trying to escape some pressure. Picks up her dribble. Finds Ostrander. Into the corner. Now around a screen. Little floating shot. Back iron won't go. Nagel, tough board. Didn't catch it cleanly, but she was the only Mustang in there to force the jump ball. Possession will stay with Ocean City.
Nue was going to need a break. She's running all over the place denying Smith the ball.
Yeah, situation too from a coaching standpoint. I mean, you need her on the floor. She does have the 2 fouls, though. Can maybe stay in the game and limit the damage there. Ocean City basketball after the jump ball. Into the corner. This is Cece Mirsky on the floor for the first time today. Wearing number 30 for the Red Raiders. And now problems in the corner for Ocean City as Mainland forces a turnover. You know, Jim, basketball game of runs, it feels like Mainland has the momentum right now, even trailing by 2.
Ocean City's just struggling with this man, and when they go in the corner, they're doubling on that corner. Never dribble the ball into the corner.
O'Neal, high post, Funk outside, 3 on the way, and that one's off the mark. Mirsky with the rebound for Ocean City. That was Townsend, couldn't get it to fall. Ostrander, Chu, thought about a 3. Guarded closely by Smith. Over to Henry. Henry hassled by Townsend. Ostrander down the lane, and she's fouled on the way up. So Marley has 5 points so far tonight. She can add to that total from the line here.
Marley really's got to take charge to get them rolling again, and going to the basket is the best way when shots aren't falling. It's going to create rebounding opportunities.
So here's Ostrander at the line. First one off the mark. She is a sophomore. Again, not exactly a veteran team for Ocean City either, but Nuehe is a senior.
A little more experience.
A little more experience.
They're
right.
on the way up too, and they have a great coaching staff. You don't see many young teams playing all these different combinations of defenses like Ocean City is.
Smith on the handle. And whistle comes in here. That'll go against Ocean City.
Yeah, it was a hand check. You can't do that.
Ostrander. That's her first personal foul. 4th team foul, though, on Ocean City. Something to keep an eye on there with 2:24 to go. Mainland will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. Skip pass. Smith thought about a 3. She ducks in, goes glass, too strong. Rebound snared down low by Fletcher.
That's one of the rule changes, Mike, that I hate is 2 free throws instead of a 1-and-1.
Yeah, it's a different era for sure as Ostrander gets 2.
Takes a lot of excitement out of high school basketball.
Also a lot of pressure, I would think, for free throw shooters. Yeah. So a bucket there. All of a sudden the lead back to 5 for the Red Raiders. Mainland trying to answer. Instead it's taken away. Henry with the steal. Into the corner, Ostrander left open for 3. That one is way long. Mirsky
stepped on the line.
She did. She chased down the rebound, but couldn't get her feet in bounds. And possession back to Mainland. Mustangs have scored just 4 points this quarter so far. Ocean City just 6, so much less scoring in this quarter than the last one. An opportunity here and a rejection down low. That block from Fletcher. 1:20 remaining in the half. Ostrander with the basketball for OC. Ostrander going to work on Callie Smith. Tough shot, good defense there. And Brielle had it for a moment, chases it down to the corner. Tough pass here though. Ostrander, the takeaway, can't finish. Almost another opportunity. All of a sudden here come the Mustangs the other way. And last touch by Chu. Trish Henry ends up with the basketball. Just wondering whether she was going to pull up for 3.
Ostrander got hit by the backhand when she was dribbling away, right in the nose. That makes you a little blurry for a little bit.
Chaotic sequence there. When the dust settles, the Stangs have it with under a minute to go. Pass a little bit low, and Ocean City takes it away. That bounce pass going through the legs of Townsend. Chu, another 3. She likes that spot. That one's way off the mark, though. Both players sailing out. Last touch by Mainland. Good work there on the back end as Henry was able, even though she was falling out of bounds, along with her opposing player there, she's able to knock it off of a Mainland player to keep possession for the Red Raiders. Ostrander needs help, and instead she calls timeout.
Smart.
So with 38.2 remaining in the second, Ocean City leads 21-16.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Johnson's Popcorn, one of the items up for auction here as part of the Butch Gleason Coaches versus Cancer Day. Late stages of the second quarter. Mike Frankel, Jim Schaefer Jr. with you on the first half of this Ocean City Mainland girls-boys doubleheader. The boys to follow. Tip off around 6 right now. Ocean City girls lead 21-16. And the Red Raiders have the basketball out of the timeout. Ostrander looking for help. Gets it in. Here's Henry.
That was blocked.
It was. The official on the far side of the court signaled it right away. No argument there from Scott Betson. And now another substitution for Mainland. Townsend checks back in. They get Nagel off the floor, Jim, with those 2 fouls, so probably a good spot there.
Excellent coaching.
And again, taken away. These inbounds passes have been tough. Here's Smith, 1-on-4, able to go through everybody. And Brielle Smith showing off another part of her offensive game.
Little Euro step floater.
She's got 7 to lead the way for Mainland. Ocean City maybe trying to hold for 1 here. 13 seconds to go. Ostrander, though, probing in the corner, circles back out. Down to 8 seconds. Here's Chu. We got 6 seconds to go. Ostrander has to hurry. 3 on the clock. Blocked on the way up. Gets it back. She got it off before the buzzer, but it just would not go down. So an entertaining first half here in Ocean City with the Red Raiders on top by 3 at the break. We'll step aside for a few moments. Stay with us. Obviously should be a fun second half still to come here in OC.
Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center is the perfect place for you and your family to stay healthy and fit. From our 25-meter indoor swimming pool to our well-equipped cardio room, we've got you covered. Whether you're looking to lift weights or to get moving in one of our many Group X classes, the Aquatic and Fitness Center has it all. With everything from yoga to cycling, you're sure to find a workout that's fit for you. Come by and find out for yourself why the Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center has something for everyone in America's greatest family resort.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo.
You see my kid?
Yeah.
If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Timeout, timeout. Timeout, 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 timeout. Timeout. Hey, bring it in. Let's go. On the move. Come on, let's go, homie.
Bring it in. Listen up. Get tight.
Hey, guys, listen. This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there.
And we need to regroup. Hate.
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 Hate. Hate. Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields, but in our country.
In our communities.
On our streets.
In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
To stop it.
Stop it.
The anger.
The hostility.
The pain.
So let's take this moment
Right now.
To change the momentum.
And call a timeout.
On hate.
on hate.
On hate.
Together.
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 Moments away from the start of the second half here in Ocean City, with the Ocean City Red Raiders leading Mainland by a score of 21-18 at the break. This is, of course, the girls game, girls-boys doubleheader as part of the Butch Gleason Coaches versus Cancer Day. Mike Frankel, Jim Schaefer Jr. Bill Shallcross on our camera here tonight. First half scoring totals looking through here. Jim, Marley Ostrander really leading the way for Ocean City. She got hot early. She finished the half with 8 points. Scarlett Fletcher, a nice couple of buckets as well. She has 5 for Mainland. Brielle Smith, slow start at the big 3 at the end of the first quarter. She's up to 7 points. Callie's got 4, and then a number of players chipping in from there. But we talked about it off the top. Both of these teams not exactly at the top of the cow, but when they get together, it's almost always a good one.
They prepare for each other. This is a rivalry. I mean, people that coach together on both sidelines, it's going to be that way.
Ostrander, the early takeaway for Ocean City, and then again, that pass a little bit off the mark for Hudson, so they turn it right back over. Mainland comes in trying to snap a lengthy losing streak. Stangs, again, 4-9. Ocean City, on the other hand, coming off a couple big wins, including EHT. Ocean City looking for its 8th victory of the season. Mainland trying to go low post here to Funk. Funk outside, 2 players there. Ends up in the hands of Smith. Here's Brielle to her right. Swings it back. And nearly taken away in the lane, and now it is Ostrander. They gang up there on Funk and force the turnover.
Adjustment by the Ocean City staff now. They're collapsing on the high post where the pass is going off the curl.
Red Raiders swing it left side. Nice look down low to Nuehe. She can't finish. Offensive rebound. That one won't go. And Mainland comes away with it.
Great weak side screen to get Nuehe open.
Smith picks up her dribble in the corner. Double team trying to find a teammate, and she does. And then O'Neal is bumped. And let's see if that's Nuehe. That's her 3rd, and it looks like that's the indication.
Oh, no, I think it's Ostrander. I thought that was her 3rd.
Let's see. They haven't put it up on the board yet. And you're right. So that's her 2nd. So Ocean City avoids a little bit of foul trouble there. So Ostrander with 2. Nuehe still with 2.
Oh, right down the middle.
Mainland missed it. Instead, it's a 3 from the corner. That'll work. Callie Smith for 3. Tied up at 21. We got a brand new ball game here with 6:25 remaining in the 3rd. Here comes the double team. Nuehe with the catch.
Jump trap.
Nuehe drives, calmly goes glass for 2.
Ocean City handled it well, didn't panic, and got a great look.
Just 4 points so far for Naomi Nuehe, obviously affecting this game in a number of other ways. Smith left open in the corner again, and she hits another 3. Callie Smith heating up in a hurry. She's up to 10 points, and Ocean City wants to talk about it. Mainland on top will keep it here 24-23. And again, a player like Callie Smith, a little bit up and down in the first half, but a player that's put up some big games so far. She can heat up in a hurry, back-to-back 3s. Her team now on top.
Well, they found they made their adjustment at halftime. Whether it's the 3-2 or the box and 1, they're going to the corner off the pass.
So a number of adjustments for both teams in the halftime locker rooms. Quick timeout taken there by Ocean City. Again, trying to make another adjustment here. Obviously have to take care of shoring up that corner, as Smith has proven that she can knock down some jumpers from over there. So with those 2 3s now, Callie Smith has a game-high 10 points. First player in double digits for either team. Again, another reminder, stick around. It'll be the boys' game to follow this one at 6. Tony Blum will be on the call. Jim, you're pulling some double duty here today. All part of the Butch Gleason Coaches versus Cancer Day, and this is obviously our Jim Schaefer Memorial Game of the Week.
It's an honor to be here for a great cause. And like we've said, throw the records away. This is a rivalry game, and it's starting to heat up in this building.
Yeah, it's cliche, but the cliche is true, you know? It's just one of those games. So Got to embrace it. It's always going to be tough, always going to be physical. Covering these two teams going at it for a long time. Very rarely is it lopsided. Nuehe in those two different sneakers. Tries to drive, and again, this will be a blocking call. This one will go against Jade O'Neal. So Nuehe to the free throw line to shoot 2. Just the first personal foul on O'Neal. First team foul of the third period. Nuehe hits the front of the rim and then has enough spin on it to get it up and in.
Shooters roll.
Possible lane violation here. Doesn't matter as the second shot goes in. Ocean City back in front. So a couple of lead changes here in the early stages of the third. Here's Callie Smith around a screen. No, she goes the other way. Hard drive though and rejected by Ostrander. Into the corner. And then taken away. Here's Nagel. Riley Nagel on the bounce. Out to Smith. And the Stangs will slow up for the moment. Dribble handoff. Here's O'Neal. One more to Nagel. Into the corner. Here's Smith. Smith around a high screen. Nuehe stays with her. Another dribble handoff now into the corner. Smith thought about a 3. Dips in. Floater on the way. Left it way short. Saved though. Mainland keeps it. The runner off the glass is good on the hand of Jade O'Neal. Mainland sticking with it there. Stangs back in front on the seesaw here. 1 point lead for Mainland. Henry in the corner. Circles up top. Ostrander looking for options. Henry on the drive. Her floater rolls around and in. 5 points in the evening for Gabby Henry. Ocean City in front, 27-26. Stangs swinging around, nearly taken away. Smith in some trouble, able to dribble out. Finds a teammate in the corner. O'Neal can't get it to go. And it certainly looks like Funk was fouled trying to go for the rebound. So loose ball foul. It will go against Ocean City. And it looks like it will be assessed to Scarlett Fletcher. A couple of players getting set to check in. That's Chu and Mirsky for Ocean City. Fletcher to the bench along with Henry. Mainland gets it in. Under 4 to go here in the third. Betson calls out the set. Here's O'Neal. They switch to the right side here. Now cutting across the lane, elbow jumper. She was hit on the head and one. Townsend hits the jumper, gets whacked on the head there, and she'll go to the free throw line to try and complete the 3-point play. Townsend finding that pocket of space. Pretty obvious foul called. First points of the day for Townsend. They're big ones. Free throw rolls in as well. Another substitution here. We will have Henry right back into the lineup. So now Mainland with a 2-point advantage. And it looks like the Stangs are setting up some token pressure. Now they'll pull off a little bit. Trying to half-court trap here. Ocean City gets it across. Stop and pop off the glass. That's a good-looking shot from Allie Hudson. Her first bucket of the night.
They're trying to jump trap, but if you jump trap where the dribbler can see it, then you're at a deficit. It's got to come from behind the dribbler.
Nagel swings it right side. Here's Riley Townsend. Big 3-point play moments ago, and that pass is stolen by Hudson. Can't scoop it up. Unfortunate there for Allie. as she maybe could have had an easy layup, but just once, twice, couldn't find the ball at her feet. She ends up kicking it out of bounds.
These teams know each other so well that they know what Mainland's running in this offensive series. It's a version of the flex, and they're picking off the cross-court pass.
Smith spins the other way. Here's O'Neal. Dribble handoff, Nagel.
Going back to the weave now.
And saved from going into the backcourt. And now we have a foul assessed here. This will go against Ocean City, against Henry. Her second. Substitution for Mainland as Brielle Smith checks back into the lineup for Townsend. O'Neal over to Funk. Brielle splits a pair of players and then blocked down low, but there was contact, say the officials. So Mirski is whistled. Henry obviously not happy with the call. So Mirski's first personal foul.
That's big. They're in the double bonus, or the 2 shots from now on.
Yep, there's 5 team fouls in the period as Callie Smith hits another.
It's not a double bonus anymore, but
I knew we were going with that. Yeah, different era in high school hoops. More of an NBA style foul situation. Second free throw, no good, but Mainland able to gather it, and then they threw it away. That should be a backcourt violation, and it is. Betson claiming his team didn't have possession. They didn't have a long possession. They had it, though, and then threw it away. You got to try to sell, though. You know, if you're not trying to sell, you're not trying to coach.
We'll see a lot of that in the boys' game by Mr. 500.
John Bruno never tries to get that ball. All right, so Ocean City basketball, as we kind of reset here, 2:15 to go in the third. Raiders led by 3 at halftime, trailing by 1 now. Here comes that double team, a little bit of contact. And that foul, at least it looks like it'll go against Nagel, and I believe that's her third. So she was picking up those 2 fouls early in that first, really stayed out of foul trouble. I don't know if I'd call it foul trouble now, but something to keep an eye on with...
She'll probably get rest for the rest of the quarter going into the fourth, but 3 going into the fourth isn't that big a deal.
Manageable. Entry pass and a foul down low as Nagel does go to the bench. And a nice dive to the bucket there by Fletcher. And Mainland forced to foul her from behind. So it will be Scarlett to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Take a look at the replay there. Pretty obvious contact from behind by Funk. First personal foul on Funk. That's now 3 team fouls on Mainland this period. Fletcher 5 points tonight. Trying to at least split a pair from the free throw line here. She does. So we're locked at 30. Just get the feeling neither team is going to pull away in this one. We might be destined for a tight finish. Still late stages of the third. Into the corner, Smith drives baseline. Nice look down low to Funk. One more pass. Unselfish play there by Mainland, Jim, and it'll lead to a couple of free throws as Townsend was fouled on the way up.
That's a signature of Coach Betson, is that extra pass. When, you know, it's been all his success. They've always done that.
So Townsend at the free throw line to shoot 2. This is the first. Off on the second. Rebound controlled by Ocean City. Nweye on the jumper. She can't get it to go. Offensive board by OC. Taken away by Mainland. Smith with the drive. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Ocean City. And that ball last touched by Mainland. So Ocean City to inbound. This is Casey Adamson on the floor. I believe her first minutes of the night. We're tied at 30. Ocean City an opportunity to try and move back in front here. Adamson catches on the wing. Swings it over to Henry. Mirsky picked up her dribble, finds some help. Entry pass to Nuehe, turns the corner, nice look through the hands of a player, but it skips out to Adamson, behind the back dribble, launches for three, won't go. Mainland controls the rebound, Jade O'Neal with the rebound off of the floor. Still tied at 30, 45 seconds to go in the third. Townsend in the corner. Smith kicks it out. Funk down low, gets her own miss. Second try, no good. And Ocean City claims it with 25 seconds to go in the third. A lot of scoring in the first quarter tonight. Not as much in the second or third, but can't ask for much more than a tight game. That's what we have here. Nuehe too strong off the glass. Ocean City, the offensive board. 8 seconds to go. Raiders have to hurry now. Nuehe, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Nuehe ahead of the buzzer.
Strong move.
Naomi Nuehe ending the third quarter with a bang. Ocean City retakes the lead 32-30 as we head to the fourth.
Everything we expected out of a rivalry game.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Fourth quarter action coming up here in Ocean City. Mainland girls taking on the Ocean City girls. The Red Raiders lead by 2. Ocean City led by 3 after 1, led by 3 at halftime. Back and forth there in the third, a number of lead changes, and then the big bucket by Naomi Nuehe. She's now up to 8 points on the night. Strong finish to the quarter, but again, you just get the feeling this one's probably coming down to the wire here at the Dixie Howell Gymnasium. Boys game to follow. Jim will be also on the call for that one. Tony Blum will slide into my chair here. Nice crowd on hand as well. It was really a nice crowd for all of the girls' game. Now the gym even getting more crowded as some more fans are trickling in for the boys' game. That's what's great about these girl-boys doubleheader. Sometimes you get to catch the end of a great game before the one you were going to. Some fans are here for both, which is great, but even if the fans just showing up now for the boys' game, they're going to see one heck of a finish. All right, Ocean City basketball to begin the fourth. This is Hudson. Nuehe up top to Fletcher. They swing left side. Hudson with a catch. Ocean City student section on its feet, as you can see to the left of our stream there. Ostrander probing, contact, whistle silent. Mainland comes away with it. Here's Callie Smith. Walks it across. Mainland an opportunity to tie or go in front. Early stages of the fourth.
Back to the box and 1.
They find the open player, and that player is Jade O'Neal. So O'Neal left wide open down low. Good extra pass. I believe that was from Funk. And O'Neal now with 7. We're locked at 32. Nuehe, another strong drive. Lays it off to Ostrander. Again, Ocean City fortunate to come away with that one. Ostrander will try the jumper. Short. Rebound taken by Smith. Again, Betson calls out the set. One more. Again. Same play from the opposite side. Little give and go. How pretty is that? As O'Neal returning the favor that time after the defense collapsed on her, got it right back to Funk, and then Funk was fouled on the way up.
If I were Coach Henry, I'd get out of that box and one because Mainland is getting everything they want out of that. They're just putting Brielle Smith at half court and say, okay, we'll play against the other 4 players, which is taking a new way out of the game also.
The Mustangs have unlocked that box and one a bit here in the late stages of this game. First free throw good from Funk.
To be honest, Mike, they unlocked it in the first half. They just didn't make the shots.
You're right. They're cashing in more, for sure. Funk just 3 points on the night, but she's been critical out there, both in the rebounding and defense departments. Hits a pair here.
All those great passes. I mean, she's really been the point guard of the box and one.
No doubt about it. So Mainland back in front, 34-32. Stangs led by 1 or 2 at a couple different points there in the third. Now on top as we approach the 6-minute mark. Adamson, nice look, nice catch in the spin. It's really the spin that freed her up as Fletcher gets 2.
Attacking that weak side and getting their best player in a one-on-one.
And that ball was last touched by Mainland, so Ocean City forcing the turnover. 6 minutes exactly to go. 34 all. Mainland student section in full force across the gym. Ocean City student section down and to the left of us. The drive off the side of the backboard that time by Hudson just really lost the angle. She got too deep. Here's Smith, kind of a 5-on-4, and the pass.
She had her too. It's just not a great bounce pass.
Kind of threw it at her teammate's feet there. So Ocean City comes up with it. Nuehe is trying to settle things down for the Red Raiders. High post Adamson. Again, Adamson getting some big minutes here down the stretch. That one won't go down. Offensive rebound, back up and good from Fletcher. Fletcher now with 10 in the game. Couple of critical buckets in the last couple possessions. Smith all about a very deep 3. Gets it off to Smith. This is Callie. Callie Smith again behind the back dribble. Showing off the handle here around a high screen. Into the low post here for Funk. Turns, gets the shot up, maybe at least affected. I wanted to say blocked, but either way, Ocean City comes away with it. Pass ahead, knocked away at the last moment. Scramble in the corner. And it will belong to Ocean City. Interesting little scramble there. Fletcher saved it, and it looks like it would have been Mainland basketball, and then a Mainland player went after it at the last moment. Can't knock the hustle.
Callie Smith just got there in time, and then she thought the ball was off her, so she tried to save it.
Nuehe carving out some room, drives, knocked away. Yeah, it looks like that was maybe Funk on the block.
Absolutely.
Approaching the midway point of the fourth. Ocean City back in front by 2. Smith spins, goes glass, too strong. Rebound controlled by Ocean City. This is Hudson. Hudson runs into trouble along the sideline. Mainland
travel, yeah.
Took it away for the moment. And it looks like a timeout was called by Scott Betson. And so with a timeout on the floor, Ocean City still up by 2, 36-34.
Looked like it traveled to me. That was...
If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the printing company bring your ideas to life.
Mursky. All right, we're back with 4 minutes to go exactly in the fourth. Ocean City on top, 36-34. Coming out of the timeout. Again, it's been a tight game throughout if you're joining us late. Ocean City leading by 3 after 1, leading by 3 at the half, up by 2 in the third, but Mainland taking a number of leads along the way, especially in the second half here. A few in the third quarter, a couple here in the fourth. But it all comes down to these final 4 minutes. So I believe it's Mainland basketball coming out of the timeout as the Stangs were able to grab that timeout, or at least acknowledge for the timeout after the scramble down to the left of us. Here's Riley Nagel. Dribble handoff. O'Neal. Now they get it. Long three on the way from Brielle Smith. That one's short. Ocean City grabs the rebound off the floor.
I don't think that's what Coach Betson drew up.
So Smith letting it fly from WNBA range and then some. Ocean City now a chance to make it a 2-possession game. First poked away by Callie Smith. Good defense there in the corner.
In fact, I think you can say that it's a fact because she just got pulled out of the game. That's not what he wanted.
Townsend into the lineup for Smith. Nuehe, stop and pop at the free throw line. That won't go. Good box out down low by Funk, which allows one of her teammates to grab it. And again, Mainland with another opportunity here to tie or go in front as we approach the 3-minute mark of the third. Nagel, step back. That's a deep 2, but she hits it. A couple feet on the line, and we're tied at 36. So Nagel, 4 points, big bucket there. Again, not a 3, it's a 2. Here comes Nuehe, lost it on the way up. Taken away by Mainland for the moment. Ocean City gets it right back. Skip pass out top, 3 on the way here. Hudson can't hit it. Nuehe, the offensive rebound and the putback. So Naomi up to 10 points. Ocean City back in front, 2:30 remaining in the contest. Townsend gets it down low, and Funk was fouled on the way up. So Sammy will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Going back to Nuehe, she has the corner that she's driving to her right-hand side wide open. She could pass it out and repost and have a better angle at the basket because what they're doing is that person's not covering the corner whatsoever. They're doubling her in there and making it a tough shot.
Funk off on the first. Ostrander back into the lineup for Chu. Funk can bring Mainland within 1 if she can hit this. Short. Offensive rebound. It's Nagel with the hustle play. Reverse layup. Wow. And she gets it.
What a play.
Riley Nagel just out hustling people on that. We're tied at 38. Contact along the sideline here. That'll go against Mainland. Good time to check in about the foul situation. That'll be the first team foul of the period for Mainland. Ocean City only has 2. So both teams with a number of fouls to give here as we get into the late stages to potentially send one or the other team to the free throw line. Something to keep an eye on. 2:06 to go. Nuehe thought about the drive, hands it off. Hudson. To the corner, Ostrander catches, 1:45 remaining. Ocean City taking a little bit of air out of the ball here. Hudson around a screen, picks up her dribble though. Gives it off, and now nearly taken away. Let's see what we have here. That foul will go against Mainland. Again, just the second team foul. We're a long way from shooting free throws on non-shooting fouls for both sides here. Second personal foul on Funk. Ocean City gets it into the backcourt. Here comes the double team and the turnover. Townsend. No numbers, she'll slow it up.
Great double because she had her head down, and that's where you surprise them.
Townsend to Callie Smith. 1:10 to go.
Both teams looking for a good shot, not taking their time.
Nagel, she'll launch from just inside three-point range. Riley Nagel, another big bucket. And Mainland has the lead with under a minute to go.
Coming off a double screen where two people came down low.
Dewey forcing the issue. Mainland with the rebound. So now the Stangs will need to get it across first. Foul is committed. And again, just the third team foul on Ocean City. So another foul to give before the Stangs potentially shoot some free throws. First, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. Again, Mainland leads this one 40-38. And you want to talk about Riley Nagel here, Jim. She was in foul trouble early, didn't really get a chance to get into a rhythm, but she's put together the hustle plays, and she's made the big jump shots down the stretch for the Stangs.
And she's the anchor of the defense. So she's playing like Anui. She's playing both ends and playing both ends very well.
A couple of big jumpers. The first one was really both of her feet were on the line. Second one was well inside, but still from some distance beyond the free throw line.
And they were true with good spin.
Oh, yeah, you love the confidence, too. I mean, she didn't hesitate.
Absolutely.
She let it go. And Mainland finds itself now in one of the best spots it's been in all night. We talked about kind of getting that 1-point lead, that 2-point lead at times in the third. This is obviously where you want to be with the lead in the basketball with just under 41 seconds to go. So if you're Mainland, what are you looking for here? Obviously, you know Ocean City has a foul to give. Got to be strong with the basketball.
Right. You got to anticipate that they're going to try and steal and then foul because they got one to give. So on the out-of-bounds play, I would pressure very hard. Then after that, you don't want to foul. You got to take your chances. But you just can't let them take the air out of the ball. They're going to put Brielle Smith back into the game, go with a guard-heavy lineup. And I would assume the weave or something similar. Not that cross-court pass, Michael.
Want to stay away from that at this junction of the game here?
Well, Ocean City's been reading that.
All right, so Mainland teams are kind of flipped around here. Mainland,
I know they
maybe had a layup there for a second.
Wide open.
And still has to get it in.
Timeout.
And they need another timeout. Nope. 5 count before the timeout. Can't imagine Betson's going to be thrilled about that.
Well, the player can't call the timeout. The coach has to call the timeout, I believe, is still the rule.
And what a break there. So Ocean City will get possession. That changes things completely. Mirsky back into the lineup now. A little bit of confusion here as Ocean City does have 5 players on the floor. Okay, so Henry is calling her over to inbound the ball. Okay.
They're calling the timeout.
They changed their minds, which you rarely see. And so, obviously, Ocean City fans not thrilled about this. Trish Henry not thrilled about this. It's just one of those deals, Jim. High school basketball, I think, you live with the officials making mistakes, but it's just, I think, the going back and changing things, I think, is what's going to be upsetting to Ocean City here.
I understand that, but if the ref is getting it right, then, and obviously it's his son, Scott, knew the rules and went to the lead official and got him to change their mind.
Yeah, tough to tell in real time up here as we're kind of watching the player with the ball looking to inbound. Tough to see where the coach was, but
unless at this period or juncture, a player is allowed to call a timeout. Now, I'm not familiar with that, and we're so far away from the play, we can't actually hear what went on.
Nagel has it, poked away from behind. Ocean City again with a bone to pick as Henry thought she poked it away cleanly from behind. That was the foul to give, though. So they haven't put it on the board yet, but that should be the 4th team foul on Ocean City. So no harm there. You could be aggressive, but now that strategy you talked about comes in. Do you want to foul right away? Do you want to try to trap? Try to go for a steal?
You want to foul the right person at this point.
So they do go for the tie-up right away. And it'll be Callie Smith to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And I don't think that's the person they wanted on the line.
Yeah, Callie's had a good second half. She leads all scorers with 11 points. Really balanced scoring for both teams here tonight. So 11 is the game high. A couple of big ones here. Oh. All right, so first one doesn't go.
No matter what, we're going to have a one-possession game.
Ostrander back into the lineup for Ocean City. She steps in to the lane. Horn sounds again. I'm not sure why.
Substitution, maybe?
It's like, well, the free throw's on the way. It's good. Start with that. Callie hits it. And, yes, a substitution coming for the shooter. Or check that, not for the shooter. So it was Brielle Smith checking in for Townsend. It just came after the second free throw. So here we go. Ocean City with the ball, down by 3. 30 seconds to go. Nuehe has it. Nuehe probing. Turns the corner. Off the glass. Gets it to go.
There's plenty of time left. Take the 2. Don't force the 3.
And then Henry right there in the face of the official to call timeout. So as you mentioned there, right, sometimes we see at the high school level, even with a ton of time on the clock, younger players, they might try to go for that 3. Nuehe, she's experienced. There was obviously some good coaching in the huddle before. She goes in there, gets the easier 2, and now you kind of extend the game a little bit.
It definitely what came from the sideline. They were like, don't go for the 3, run the offense. They called a play, and they got what they wanted because Mainland doesn't want to foul.
So again, big discussions here in the huddles. So Mainland does have that 1-point lead. Still 22.2 seconds remaining. Any foul from Ocean City would put the Stangs at the free throw line. So you see right to the right of our shot there, George McNally digging in the huddle there, former head coach for Egg Harbor Township boys. We talked about this deep coaching staff for Ocean City that Trish Henry has put together. McNally, a former head coach. Rapetti, a former head coach.
It is a tremendous staff. I mean, when you have that kind of staff teaching your players, it's the sky's blue and up.
Yeah, Mainland going a little younger this year. Of course, Billy Kern, longtime assistant coach for Betson, who's now the athletic director. In fairness, Billy is sitting right next to the bench, but he's no longer wearing the girls' basketball assistant.
He's got a bigger job now.
Yep, he's still chipping in where he can. All right, so Mainland gets it in. Here comes the trap, 3-person trap. And Nagel certainly fouled there. Henry wanted the travel. And now as a player shaken up, she pops up, which is great to see, as Henry pops right up.
She got banged in the shin. That hurts.
So Ocean City.
That was textbook by Ocean City,
yeah,
though.
2 3-person trap in the corner. Henry,
without a foul, and then the second one, if you don't get the steal or the turnover, you foul. That's textbook coaching.
All right, so again, it'll be up to Mainland to hit its free throws. This time it's Nagel, who's been as clutch as anyone down the stretch. Nagel, one of those players that did see time on that championship team from a year ago. Obviously a role player coming off the bench, but she did contribute. Contributes a big point there.
Right as rain on that one.
Barely even hit the net. So 42-40, this to make it a 3-point game. Offense, defense, substitutions continue for Ocean City. Ostrander back in along with Chu. She can shoot it from the outside. Another big one here from Riley Nagel. This would be her 10th point of the night, and she hits it. 17 seconds. Ocean City with the basketball, down by 3. Nuehe. And a timeout first. So Henry calls timeout. 11.8 seconds remaining on the clock. We'll toss the break, and we'll be right back.
If you have printing needs, you need the printing company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals, The printing company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
So, Jim, talk us through what you would draw up in that huddle, because I see you sketching away during the break.
I would put two people in the corner. I would back screen to the high post to Inoue for a quick bucket. If I can't get that, I'm just trying to get the ball into the point guard.
Let's see what Ocean City does here. Down 3, 12 seconds to go. Chu, a clean look for 3, left it short. Rebound Mainland. Nagel has it.
They got the shot they wanted. It was just to the other side of the court, but they got what they wanted. It was a great play.
An open 3 is certainly, you can't really ask for much more there. Chu frustrated as she couldn't hit it, but she shot it with confidence, just left it short. And now, with 5.9 seconds to go, you'd think one of these would make things real difficult for Ocean City.
One goes, you don't even play defense. You just...
I'll tell you what, Nagel has been lights out from the free throw line the last 2 trips. 3 for 3 with another one coming.
On Mainland's end, this game was won by Nagel and Funk, if they win.
Certainly trending in that direction right now. Nagel hits another. As Jim said, Mainland doesn't really want to get too crazy defensively here. Ocean City will try and roll it before the clock starts. Picked up. Nuehe, she's going to drive. Lost it on the way up. Last touch by her. And that should just about do it. Still 0.9 seconds to go on the clock. I doubt Ocean City will even foul here. Mainland just has to get this in, and that'll do it. It was a good one here in Ocean City, but Mainland is able to knock off its rival and snap a long losing streak. 45-40 the final. And I believe that final score was Mainland's largest lead of the night. We'll go through some scoring real quick before we wrap it up. First for Mainland in the win, you mentioned it, Nagel was clutch. She finishes tied with a game high, team high 12 points. Callie Smith also with 12. Brielle Smith had 7 along with Jade O'Neal. Funk with 4, Townsend with 3. For Ocean City in the loss, Nuehe had 12 to lead the way. Fletcher with 10, Ostrander with 8. Gabby Henry had 5, Chu with 3. Hudson with 2. We talked about it so much off of the top. We expected this one to go down to the wire. It did. But, Jim, your takeaways, a much-needed win for Mainland here today.
What I love about Mainland is that extra pass and their defense. Ocean City had a lot of opportunities, but Mainland played to their level of by helping and saying, hey, go ahead, make the shot, make the tough shot. But it's exactly what we want from the game of the week, because you can't beat this atmosphere, and it was right down to the wire. 5 points is not indicative of this game. It was never really more than a basket.
It was a good one, no doubt. Of course, I'm going to take the rest of the night off. You're stuck in the hot seat here as Tony Blum will slide in, and you guys will have the call of the boys' game. But it was a pleasure working with you for this one, of course.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Schaefer Memorial Game of the Week, and I had the call here with Jim Schaefer Jr. So, again, Mainland girls knock off Ocean City 45-40. The boys to follow in about 20 minutes. Now for Jim, Bill Shawcross, I'm Mike Frankel, saying so long for now from OC.
want me to stand right here?
You can stand right there.
Finally.
John, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
So you're kind of glad it's over?
Very much so.
But you have to admit, this is quite an experience for you.
Well, you know what? I don't really like the attention prior to the 500 wins because you didn't have it, so you're talking about something you hoped would happen. But now that it has happened, what's been most important to me is the people that I've seen here.
Yeah.
My daughters make it up from Virginia and North Carolina. My wife, who never misses a game. But also all the players that I just saw here: Derek Yeoman, J.D. Aselta, Billy Farina, Jeff Haywood, Mike Frankel, who had to put the camera down just to come and talk. But to see those guys really means a lot because I remember that's 1991. Actually, Jeff Haywood was probably on the first team in 89-90. So it really brings me back to why I did all this, and to have kids like that who grow into nice young men that they are today.
Well, what do you remember about the first win against Oakrest?
That you tell me it's Oakrest. That's about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. It's probably on VHS somewhere, and I can't play it on any recorders anymore. So I'm really not sure. I'm just glad I remember it was Oakrest.
So 500 wins is not a goal people set, right?
No, not at all. I didn't really think about it until people started asking me about it. I really didn't. It just seemed like another number, and all of a sudden, when you see the list of people that are on that, I really appreciate all talented coaches. Everyone's a name, and I'm a nobody. They are names. Joe Kessler and Paul Rodeo and Paul Wiedemann, and go down the list. Jay Flanagan just did it. I just am honored to be in that list with those guys.
Now, I know you'd rather have beaten Middle Township, but kind of nice to have done it at home.
Yeah, it would have been kind of nice to beat Middle Township. But just getting it out of the way is nice. I mean, now nobody's going to care about when 501 comes. But it is nice to share it with the team. I love these kids to death. I've been lucky and blessed with great players. Parents have been, supportive. You do have bumps in the road every once in a while, but what family doesn't? But for the most part, it's been some smooth sailing these last couple of years, and I couldn't be happier with the start that we've had this year.
Yeah, what about what this team's done? I mean, these are JV players last year.
When I told people that I always take the low road about where we are, and the main reason was because that we had inexperience. And Ben coming back was playing a totally different role. So I didn't know if Ben was going to be able to do the role. I wasn't sure if those kids would step up. But if we stay within ourselves and do the little things that each player can do and bring to the table, I think we can be successful. And up to this point, we have been.
I know you want to mention the many assistants that you've had through the years.
Well, that was going to come somewhere down the line. I mean, obviously Andrew Bristol was with me for the longest time. Mel Bennett was here. Trish Henry helped us out one year, and I can't say enough about what Ryan Gill has brought. He is a terrific mind. As a matter of fact, I call him, and I tell the kids, he's our offensive coordinator. Now I understand what a football coach does. Football coach sits back and lets the offensive coordinator run the show. I pretty much do that with Ryan, and he is absolutely tremendous with these kids. He will be an absolute fabulous head coach. And everybody will ask me when that'll be, but it'll be soon. I just don't know when.
One of your former assistants went on to be a pretty good girls basketball coach too.
Yeah, this guy Paul Baruffi, right? You're right. I'm glad that I got the head coaching job. I was disappointed for him when he didn't get it first time around, but then I told him I did him a favor by turning into one of the greatest South Jersey girls basketball coaches in history.
Yeah, and then you've had a couple like Phil Schaefer.
A lot of guys sat on that bench. You're right. I could go down that list of guys that sat there. You're exactly right. And so that's what tells you it's a team effort. It's not one guy, running the show. It's a group effort of everybody. And I'm probably going to think of some people that we've overlooked, but I've appreciated everything anybody has done. Anybody's contributed, supported our program, and it'll give me a chance to just sit back and think about 500. But now it's Mainland tomorrow, so yeah. I could really care less about 500 once the morning comes, because now it's Mainland, and we want to get to 501.
And I've got to ask you, any special thought going into what shirt to wear tonight?
No, I let my wife pick it out. She always makes sure what the other team's colors are. One time I wore some colors that matched the other team, and she wasn't happy with me. So from now on, she kind of picks my colors.
That's great. Well, it's been a great ride. I got a chance to see most of them. And
Well, Tom, I want to thank you for everything you've done. You've been there longer than me, but you've been here my entire ride. So I can't thank you enough for all that you've done. And I know you bring your cohort next to you there quite a bit. And Harry does a great job on the radio. Billy, you're good on the video. I mean, I can understand now why you can't thank enough people for all that you've done.
Can I give you one compliment?
They'll be the first.
I really enjoy watching your teams play from a basketball point. I've never seen anybody take people that may not be great, but get them to play team basketball. And sitting up here, I enjoy it every time I get to do it.
Well, I think that's the pride that I try to take in teaching basketball. And when you let kids play and they play the right way, it's fun to watch. And with a guy like Ben on your squad, it's not all me. Trust me, he's one of the smartest guards I've ever had. He brings me visions of Phil Schaefer, who can dribble through traffic and make the right play, be it a shot, a pass, or make a steal. And he's a fiery leader. I can't thank him enough. But I'd like to. We always do stress pass the ball, because if you pass the ball, it's fun to play. If it's not fun to play, you don't want to play. And I think if you look for your teammates and you pass it when you can get it to them, you're scratching each other's back, so to speak, and it makes the game a lot easier.
Thanks, John. Congratulations.
Right, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Good luck with number 501.
I'll give a shot tomorrow.
John Bruno, now the 14th coach in South Jersey history to win 500 games, and he'll be here tomorrow on Saturday for the Butch Gleason Coaches versus Cancer Day, and we hope you will too. So special thanks again to Bill Shawcross, who put in some overtime waiting for interview after interview and photo after photo. And plus he's got some heavy arrangements coming up, so he's got to get out of here. And Harry Sachs, also thanking Mike.
Good evening and welcome to Game 2 of Butch Gleason's Coaches versus Cancer event here in Ocean City. It really is great. It's, of course, Ocean City against Mainland, and packed houses, and that's what you would expect when these two teams get together. My broadcast partner, of course, Jim Schaefer Jr. sitting to my right. And, of course, this is just another game of the week in a series of live video streams produced by Prime Events in association with the Jim Newt Schaefer Foundation to promote high school sports. So look forward to a good one. Of course, kind of the tale of two teams right here as Mainland struggling this year at 1-9 and Ocean City coming off John Boyd's 500th career win here at Ocean City last night. They are 10 up and 2 down. Well,
on behalf of Coaches vs. Cancer, we want to welcome you to this Butch Gleason Memorial Coaches vs. Cancer event. I want to thank Superintendent Angelillo, Principal O'Neill, Athletic Director Mr. Michael Pellegrino, Coach Dan Feld of Mainland, and last but not least, the winner of his 500th game last night. Coach Bruno joins 14 coaches in the history of South Jersey basketball to attain that feat. This event was started by Ocean City grad Butch Gleason in 2010. Butch was a member of the 64 state title team, and he started this event, and upon his passing, it was named in his honor. Each year we have people that are battling cancer or have battled cancer, and we ask them to present the ball. Today we have two legendary coaches, Tony Cerace, an outstanding super coach from Millville High School who was a major leader in the Cape Atlantic League, and his longtime assistant, Ed Andrews. Between them they fought cancer 7 times and they're still here. So we ask them now to come and present the ball.
Coach Cerace looks great. Great guy, really is. In addition to being a great coach, of course. Great to see Coach Cerace, of course, an assistant, and all those wins that they put together. Of course, he had one of those great teams in the Cape Atlantic League with Calvin Murray and Bubba Green, and that was just a tremendous team. And of course, Millville has carried on since then.
And also out there was Kim Osborne Goodwin, Greg Goodwin's wife, widow, who passed away from cancer this year tragically. She handed out the ball for the first game, and she was just out there with Coach Cerace.
So the introduction of players, starters for Mainland would be John Franchini, also Lucas DiBiaso, a couple of people you associate with Mainland football, but they play basketball too. Polk Russo, Dallas Rowell, and Griffin Fitzgerald. For Ocean City, Ben McGonigal will be starting. Also Luke Jamarcus, Tig Oath,
love you.
Josh Lenko, and Jack Porter.
Miss you.
Ocean City has been playing tremendous basketball. They've had really good teams, Jim, the last 4 or 5 years. And I asked Coach, why has it been so successful the last 4 or 5 years? And he said, you know what? One of the reasons is because we start our players younger, and they're able to participate and play well younger. We also have a lot of athletes that are not just basketball players, they're football players, baseball players. That really helps out.
Sorry, Tony, I got caught up with Kim Osborne Goodwin, who played for my father, was... Here we go.
Franchitti with the basketball. One hops right side. That goes to DiBiaso. Now to Russo. Franchitti sends to DiBiaso, and now off the fingertips of Rowell into the backcourt, and that's going to be a turnover, the first of the game here for the Mustangs.
As we talked about in the last game, Tony, I'm not a fan of the 2-3 zone, but it seems to be the one weakness or area that Ocean City needs to improve in is their outside shooting. When they get in the lane, like now,
yeah,
they're really tough and they can beat anybody.
Jim McGarris, after 19 last night in that 500th win, gets the first 2 for the Red Raiders. Out front, DiBiaso, Franchitti. Underneath to the cutter. Cut off was Fitzgerald by Jumarcus, but he turns and he hits from in close.
Nice pivot foot. Great move.
Fitzgerald, 6'5" junior. Center court, McGonigal, who was their leader. Left side, he throws to Porter, returns to McGonigal. Now right side, Olick. Sends outside to McGonigal, sets, no good. On the quick release, and the rebound is taken off by Rowell. Ahead Franchitti, he leaves it for DiBiaso. Looking to penetrate, deals left-hand corner to Fitzgerald, backing his way, but hits the underside of the backboard. And he is fouled on the play. So Fitzgerald looking to be a little aggressive here in the early going.
Looks good with the spin move right there. Just like the first game, Mainland was coming off a consecutive loss streak, the girls, and it went down to the wire in that rivalry game. I expect much more of the same in this game.
Misses the first, and he hits on the second. 3-2. Mustangs on top, just the start of things. Right side, Olick. Outside for McGonigal. Jamarcus sends outside for McGonigal, and the jumper is good.
Ocean City is as good as anybody that I have seen so far this year from 15 feet in it.
Jim McGarris has a nice touch at 6'4". DiBiaso. Fitzgerald lobs underneath. Looking to back his way is Russo. Outside Fitzgerald again, going with that spin move, sends to DiBiaso with a step and a whistle.
Stepped on the out of bounds line.
Lenko triggers to McGonigal. Walks it across. Underneath. Great pass there to Jim McGarris, and he's been active here in this first half, but a great look by McGonigal.
McGonigal is the best pure point guard I've seen in the league. He is very unselfish, even too unselfish at times.
First, Riddle's home.
But these guys know it. They're always looking for the ball because he's going to pass it, even if it looks like he's got a layup.
Jim McGarris will get another off the back of the rim, no good. It comes out to DiBiaso. Works the right side. Looks to one hop, right side to Rowell. He throws it away, so second turnover for Rowell here in this first quarter of play. 5:16 remaining. 5-3, the Raiders on top. McGonigal going to call out a set play, I should say. Oleg. One hops to McGonigal. Oleg down the lane with a step. It is short. Rebound Fitzgerald. Here's DiBiaso. Again, down low Fitzgerald looking for the spin, but this time double teamed, and he's called for steps. So now a little double teaming on Fitzgerald because he's had that active first quarter, looking to take it to the 10.
Well, because he is dribbling whatever, he hasn't really passed out and reposted, so Ocean City made an adjustment.
That's Porter. Swings it to McGonigal, returns to Porter. Rowell with the pickoff. And he throws it away again. So Rowell has had some issues on the turnovers here in this first quarter.
A little nerves.
Yeah.
It's a big rivalry game.
So here's McGonigal again. Oleg swings it left side for Porter. Down low pass for Lenko. Outside again, McGonigal. Pass couldn't be handled by Lenko. Taken off by DiBiaso. Fitzgerald, side jump is good. So showing the touch in addition to inside.
Ocean City standard against the 2-3 is a 1-3-1 offense. This time it's everybody out, but they run people to the high post, screen, and cut.
Oleg, McGonigal. Porter down low and a whistle kick ball. Checking in for Ocean City is Leon Brown. And taking a seat will be Porter.
He's their best three-point shooter.
Oleg to trigger. McGonigal. Oleg working around the outside. Thus far, this zone defense has proved to be pretty effective against Ocean City. Outside toss for DeMarcus. Underneath, saved by McGonigal. Return through McGonigal. Lenko. Oleg. Very difficult to get inside thus far on this zone for Ocean City.
Well, like I said, the teams that Ocean City has struggled with have played this 2-3 against them. Middle did it, and I'm trying to think of the other game I watched. Lower K-May did it for a while, but when they get against a man-to-man, they are as good as anybody.
Rowell will sit. DiBiaso handling. Oleg on the D. Russo taking it to the hidden 10, but it's rejected by Brown. To the forecourt. McGonigal looks to penetrate, now with a step, but knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Mainland. So he got a little crease there, looking to take advantage.
Mainland's obviously read the playbook. Sink in, make them hit it from the outside. It was Holy Spirit, not Lower Cape May, by the way, Tony.
Brown. Oleg now. McGonigal directing traffic, head of the key. Oleg, swing it left side for Lenko. Oleg with a step, but trips.
Travel.
Lost his balance, might have tripped over one of the players for Mainland, but still.
I think it was a floorboard.
Okay. Checking in for Ocean City is Dean Lappin, who started many games this season, but coming off the bench here. DiBiase loses his balance for just a moment. Russo, Franchitti. Underneath again, Fitzgerald sends it outside for the jumper by Franchitti. Too strong. And the rebound comes down to Lenko. McGonigal. Brown sets, no good. Rebound taken off by DiBiase. Left-hand corner, Franchitti, no good, and the rebound is taken off by Jamak Harris. Brown. Swing it. Left side for Lappin. Left-hander is no good. Back tapped and taken by Brown.
No, it's not. No possession. That was a good non-call by the referee.
And you saw the off-balance two there by McGonigal. He can do that sort of thing. But he is, like you said, he's the field general. And this year's team, as Coach Bruno said, we don't have a superstar. We've got to work as a team to get what we want done. Right-hand corner, the jumper by Franchitti is no good, and McGonigal.
And make no mistake, this is a great coaching job by John Bruno with one experienced guy, and they do work as a team as well as anybody in the Cape Atlantic League.
Side jump is no good, and the rebound taken off by Russo. To DiBiase, has it tapped away from behind, now cuts inside Russo. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. So after one, a low-scoring affair for sure. Ocean City on top, 7-5. We'll step aside.
You need the printing company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The printing company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
Yeah, we're getting better. Just want to get better and play our best in February. And they lost a lot too, but yeah.
Okay, Tone, we're back. And yes, we were just discussing, if I'm Mainland, I want a slugfest. I'm not the greatest offensive team. I want to use my size. And Ocean City would like to get some cheap baskets and some transition. But Mainland is not even really sending more than Fitzgerald to the board.
Zio Wright has checked in for the Red Raiders. Lappin to McGonigal, return to Lappin. They swing it to Olick. Just getting it around the outside. See, kind of playing catch with the basketball. Lenko to Lappin. On the drive, McGonigal, he finds Lenko underneath with the assist for two.
That was a great setup. Working the ball outside didn't look like much, but they were getting McGonigal on the baseline where he can drive and dish.
Fitzgerald underneath to the cutter, blocked away, and tap no good, and the rebound is taken off by Lappin. McGonigal sets, no good. Rebound is taken off by Colin Cummings, who's come on for the Mustangs. 6'1" senior. Little soft press here by the Red Raiders, looking to speed the game up a little bit. Fitzgerald up high.
Coach Bruno loves to do a 2-2-1 just to change things up. That's what he did against Holy Spirit to get the edge.
Powell, straightaway jump is no good. Olick collects the rebound. to the forecourt, but bullets underneath, rejected, but picked up by Lenko and dropped it home. Wright with the rejection, but Lenko with the follow.
And that's what Ocean City wants to do. They want to get some easy transition baskets.
DiBiaso. Right side for Rowell. Lucas DiBiaso, of course, his brother was an outstanding running, as was he, an outstanding running back for Mainland in football. Left side, Franchini, and of course he floats, no good, and last touch by the Mustangs, and Ocean City will toss it in. Lappin to the forecourt. Oleg. Lenko.
Here comes McGonigal at the back end.
Short jump is no good. Rims out by Wright. Rebound is taken by Rowell. Up court. Russo. Underneath, here's Rowell. Pump fake and able to hit.
I don't know if it was as much as a pump fake as he fumbled it a little bit, but
he'll take it.
Yes. That'll help settle him down, Tony.
Oleg. McGonigal with a step driving the baseline. Outside, Oleg. 3 for 3 is no good, but the rebound comes down to Wright. Sends outside for the three-pointer, and that's taken and hit.
Great adjustment again by Ocean City, getting McGonigal off the top of the key to the side where he can drive and dish.
Fitzgerald looking to penetrate, does so, just too strong with it, and Oleg with a rebound. McGonigal again floats, no good, looking to bank it home, and a whistle on the play. There's a push on the rebound. 14-7. The Raiders lead it with 4:46 left in this first half of play.
That's what we like to call his aggressive foul. You don't mind it. I mean, he was going for the rebound, but
DiBiaso to Russo, but he has a tapped away. McGonigal ahead for the cutter. Lappin, no good. Rowell with the rebound, nearly loses it, but off of Lappin, but let's see how they're going to rule it here. Yes, they are going to say it was off of Lappin. A good heads-up play right there.
Smart play.
Of course, it gets the fans upset, but that's a good play. Ask the coach. DiBiaso. Russo cut off as he looks to drive the baseline, so sends outside for DiBiaso.
Sing a little Russo song, Mainland fans.
Yeah, the spin by DiBiaso, nice move, but could not finish. Here's McGonigal to the trailer. No good by Wright, and the rebound is snared by Rowell. Ahead, he sends for DiBiaso. No good on the jumper. Ball is loose on the floor, and last touch by Mainland with 3:47 left in this first half of play.
I think Mainland called a timeout.
Alec Bell getting set to come in. 3:47 left in this first half of play. Talked to Coach Feld earlier, and some things he said about the offense. He wanted to get back to basics. He can't replace experience, and you know all about that, Jim. Want to work their sets, move, screen. They value the pass over the dribble, and they're getting better and making progress. On defense, we've seen it. The 2-3 zone is their base defense. They'll switch it up constantly. They'll sometimes feature the 1-2-2 to speed teams up, and they have pride in their defense. You look at their record, but he says they've lost 2 in overtime, and St. Augustine game was within 5 points. They're staying positive. They need to take care of the basketball. Don't get flustered when Ocean City pressures. Defense, they are tough to defend, he said, as Ocean City can't let McGonigal get behind the defense, and we've seen him do that a few times. Ocean City currently ranked 16th at 10-2 in the Prime Events Online 25. Right side, Olick. Latin to Olick. Throws left side. That's Bell. Olick up high for the jumper. That is good by Marcus.
Nice jumper because Fitzgerald had an extended hand and he still hit it.
That was a nice setup. To get him free deep in the left-hand corner. Attempt for three is no good, but the follow was at Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald with 7 points here in this first half of play. Bell, Olick, Lappin to Olick, drives in, nice leaves pass. It for Macaris, and a whistle. So Ocean City will bring back McGonigal. Also, Lenko back in the ball game. And Jack Porter also returns, started the game course. Lappin to Trigger. Sends far outside. This one tapped away by DiBiaso and intended for Porter. Of course, DiBiaso kind of used to doing that sort of thing on the football field. Porter, center court, Lappin to McGonigal. Center court, Lappin again. Porter, they kind of play catch with it on the outside, and then they run some offense, get that shot that they want.
Again, a 1-3-1 offensive set where they flash to the high post. And then if McGonigal can get in the lane right there, they have somebody on that weak side post for him to dump off of. That makes it extremely tough.
Gets the bucket and a foul.
Mainland needs to settle down. They can't let this get too far ahead.
McGonigal no good on the free throw, and the rebound, DiBiaso. Up court, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Russo, head of the key, has it taken away. 2-on-1 for the Raiders. Here's McGonigal, but catching him from behind and blocking the shot is Russo, but also committing the foul. Russo, a big kid. 6'3", but also has size. But at the free throw line, McGonigal.
Mainland is flashing a little too late. When you're going against a 2-2-1, you got to get the ball in the middle, and then everything breaks down. They're playing on the outside too much, and then jumping in the air to make their pass. They're playing into Ocean City's hands.
Second, no good. Here's Rowell to the forecourt with a step, but he's cut off by McGonigal. Outside, Fitzgerald pulls up. Yes, so he's looked really good in this first half of play.
Without Fitzgerald, it might be a shutout. Oh, that's a big foul.
Once again, McGonigal drops it home.
He's the engine, Tony. He wasn't vertical.
Second on Fitzgerald.
You got to maintain that verticality with your arms straight up. He went at it. Refs are going to call that every time.
And McGonigal completes the three-point play. 22-11, they've doubled up Mainland with 1:26 left in this first half of play. Cross-court pass, dangerous pass, collected down the lane to Rowell.
And that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's DiBiase leaving his feet before he passes, and then the second pass was a great pass to Rowe on the inside.
Yeah, that was Kerrigan, who actually had to save that pass, as you mentioned, because it was very high, but a desperation pass, and turned into free throws. Rowell short on the first. Rowell is a 6'2" sophomore. Second, tip taken off by Lenko. McGonigal. He'll set it up again. DiBiase works the defense. Porter. They swing it for Bell. Outside. McGonigal. Underneath, a great look, but rejected by Rowell. Wright looked to drop it home, and here's McGonigal also not able to connect. Rebound comes off to Wright, and again, retrieved by McGonigal. Long range, rims out. Bell with the rebound, sends to McGonigal again. He's going to drive in, and he's going to hit.
Can't let him do that. That's his game.
24-11 with 13 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Underneath to Russo. Russo cuts in, no good, but he was fouled on the play.
Now that time the flash was a little better. I'd like to see a little earlier, but number one, Kerrigan flashed to the middle, and that's why Russo is at the foul line.
First is good. Russo gets into the scoring column. Second is short. Shoots a very flat free throw. Not much arc on it. And that's going to do it. That's the end of the first half of play. Low-scoring affair. 24-12. The Red Raiders doubling up Mainland. We are at halftime, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center is the perfect place for you and your family to stay healthy and fit. From our 25-meter indoor swimming pool to our well-equipped cardio room, we've got you covered. Whether you're looking to lift weights or to get moving in one of our many Group X classes, the Aquatic and Fitness Center has it all. With everything from yoga to cycling, you're sure to find a workout that's fit for you. Come by and find out for yourself why the Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center has something for everyone in America's greatest family resort.
Timeout, timeout! Timeout, timeout! Timeout, timeout, timeout! Timeout! Hey, bring it in, let's go. On the move. Come on, let's go, homie.
Bring it in. Listen up, get tight.
Hey, guys, listen. This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there.
And we need to regroup. Hate.
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 Hate. Hate. Hate. Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields, but in our country.
In our communities.
On our streets.
In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
To stop it.
Stop it.
The anger.
The hostility.
The pain.
So let's take this moment
Right now.
To change the momentum.
And call a timeout.
On hate.
on hate.
On hate.
Together.
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 It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid earned that solo!
You saying I did it?
Yeah!
Come on! What's wrong with you?
All right, back here at Ocean City. Tony Blum along with Jim Shaver Jr., and we're looking forward to the second half. Right now, 24-12. Ocean City on top of Mainland, and taking a look at the Online 25. Interesting.
Yes, the primeevents.net Online 25. St. Peter's at the top. Paul VI, who beat Atlantic City earlier, is number 2, Union Catholic. You see a trend here with these private schools. Cherry Hill East, great squad this year. Bishop Eustace, 6, Camden Catholic, 7, St. Rose, 8, Central, 9, Lenape, 10, Kingsway, 11, Middle Township, 12 is Camden, 13 is Rutgers Prep, 14 is Christian Brothers, 15 is Ranney, 16 is Ocean City with Mr. 500 Coach Bruno, 17 is St. Joe's of Hamilton, 18 is Eastern, 19 is St. Thomas Aquinas, 20 is Red Bank Catholic, 21 is Camden Eastside, 22 is Immaculata, 23 an up-and-comer Wildwood Catholic, look out for them, 24 who's definitely going to rise, Atlantic City off their big win today over Middle Township, and number 25 is Southern.
Okay, so some Cape Atlantic League schools you heard right there in the top 25, and Paul VI is pretty powerful. They just got 2 transfers, I think. They're like 6'10", 7 feet, so that kind of helps their squad a little bit. They're very tough. Taking a look at the scoring in this first half for Mainland, Griffith Fitzgerald pretty much the offense with 9 points. Russo with 1. And Rowell with a pair. For Ocean City, McGonigal, 10 points. Lappin with 3 on a 3-pointer. 7 for Gio Macaris. And Lenko with 4 points. So you can see that Ocean City a lot more well-balanced. And, of course, they have more points, 24-12 in this first half. Anything you think that might change here in the second half for either team?
If I'm Ocean City, I'm not changing anything. I'm going to get the ball to McGonigal on the wing or on the baseline, have him drive and dish, and stay in that 2-2-1 because they haven't solved it just yet. If I'm Mainland, I got to do something to change the tempo. I can't score enough in the half court. So Coach Feld talked about a 1-2-2. It's going to be tough because McGonigal handles the ball so well, but they have to do something to change this tempo.
And also I think they've got to get stops because they're not what you would call an offensive juggernaut.
No.
So they have to get stops to be able to make up.
If they're going to stay in that 2-3 zone, they have to close off McGonigal from getting in the lane. Make them a jump shoot.
Same starters out there for Mainland: Franchini, DiBiaso, Russo, Rowell, and Fitzgerald. Same for Ocean City. Here's McGonigal to the baseline outside. The Porter drops the basketball, but it's saved by Giamakaris, and he just drives and drops it in. He's quite a player.
Again, there's McGonigal getting in the lane, and then everything happens off of that.
DiBiaso. Franchini, Fitzgerald down low. Russo poked away and taken to McGonigal as they break quickly. The lead pass to Jim Harris, and he drops it home. Very nicely run. 2-on-1 fast break there. Mainland wants to talk things over. 7:19 left in this third quarter of play. Ocean City leads it 28-12, and Gia Macaris has 11 points. He's played extremely well, had 19 last night in that 500th career win victory over St. Joe's Academy. So he's a very good player as well. So they're not just, as Coach Bruno said, we have to work as a team. We don't have any superstar on our team. We just have to work it. And Coach Feld said the same thing. They just work so well together as a team. They play the way we want to play. That's what he said.
Unselfish basketball.
Yeah.
Always looking for the open man. And that's due to coaching.
Franchini tosses in. Coach Feld was the JV coach for Mainland for 12 years, so he's no stranger to the program.
Oh, no, I'm not. That's not a criticism of Coach Feld in any way. That's just a compliment for John Bruno.
Underneath, great pass and the finish by Fitzgerald. He also has 11 to lead Mainland 28-14. Oleg McGonigal. Swing it left side for Porter. Baseline. McGonigal. Outside, Oleg. Right sideline. The long-range jump is no good, and Rowell looks to get the rebound, but taken away by Gil Macaris, and he's having quite a game.
Lenko and Gio Macaris are a nice inside duo for them. High-low post action. Play great defense.
6'4" junior. Running one-hander is no good by Franchini. Here's McGonigal. Oleg returns to McGonigal. Here's the pull-up. Yes.
Again, he got inside of 10 feet.
Yeah, he said, Coach Phil, we got to keep him out of the lane. Right there, got into the lane for the short pull-up. DiBiase. Watched by Oleg. Cuts in, but just can't get it to go. The follow there by Russo.
Nice tip and hustle by Russo. That's a much-needed basket. They really got to get it under 10 in this quarter.
McGonigal. Looks like Ocean City really not in any hurry. They just want to work it around and get a good shot. Here's McGonigal, left sideline.
Okay, Mainland's gone man now.
Outside, Gio Macaris, no good. Rebound taken away by DiBiase from Porter.
When Ocean City plays against a man defense, their offense and their team play is so good. They just surgically dissect man-to-man.
Personal foul called on McGonigal, his first. First as a team as well. There's not been many fouls in this ball game. DiBiase cut off. Fitzgerald underneath with a pump fake now. No good.
Really should have been a foul there. He was over his back.
Cummings had an easy one, but just could not finish it off.
Well, because of the inexperience, it's not instinct right now. They're hesitating just a tad. That gives Ocean City a time, even when they run a good play, like they ran a nice high-low play, the first possession of the half, where he dumped it down to Russo, and they're just not making the baskets. It's a little slow from pass to catch.
But Mainland will retain possession. Russo will toss in. Looking, continues to look, still looking, and throws far outside. This one grabbed by DiBiase. Off the pick from Fitzgerald. Swing it left side to Franchini, to Russo. Fitzgerald, you can see, being double teamed. Long range jump is no good, and the rebound snared by McGonigal.
Again, another great offensive set, and they got a great look. It's just not falling.
Oleg to the baseline and hits.
Great back screen to get free by Oleg, screening for Lenko screening for Oleg.
First two for Oleg. Approaching 4 minutes left in the third, 34-16. Franchini with a pump fake. Now the quick release is no good off the front of the rim, and the rebound is taken off by Lenko. McGonigal to the forecourt. Whips underneath to Gio Macaris. And again, what a look there by McGonigal. Able to locate players who are free.
He is special when it comes to passing the ball.
Cummings looking to throw inside. Picked off. Here's Porter. McGonigal pulls up, short, rebound. The follow is no good by Lenko. This time the rebound taken off by Cummins. Leaves it for Franchini. Fitzgerald turns, short jump is no good, rims out, and the rebound to Porter. Underneath again, the great look.
Another great dish by McGonigal.
Timeout going to be called. They need to talk it over here to try and regroup. With
McGonigal's the guy that everybody wants to play with because he finds you.
2:57 left. We'll be back in just a moment.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Back here at Ocean City, 2:57 remaining in the third, 38-16. Ocean City commanding lead. In the ball game, Leon Brown. Also Zio Wright for the Red Raiders. Checking in is Harrison LaMonica for Mainland.
Well, again, this is how you get players experience. You get up and you put them in a game, a rivalry game, and let them learn during the process of a game.
DiBiaso with a step. Driving shot is no good, but he was fouled and will shoot a pair. Officials going over to talk with Coach Bruno. Coach Bruno talking it over with Dean Lappin. First no good. Here's the second from DiBiaso. It is good. So DiBiaso in the scoring column. Bell. Outside he sends for Brown. Here's Bell. To Wright. Olick for Bell. Right-hand corner for the jumper that is no good by the lefty. Rebound, however, no good as well, and the rebound is taken off by Cummins. Franchini sends outside for DiBiaso. Looking to work off the pick. Here's Franchini, baseline one-hander is good for three.
They needed that desperately. They need some outside shots to get back in this game.
38-20. Ocean City is led from the outset. Brown. Outside, he finds Wright. Olick for the side jumper. It is no good, and the rebound is taken off by Franchini. Leads down the lane for the scoop that is good by LaMonica. Left side, Olick. So Mainland looking to chip away here. Trailing it now 38-22.
A three in a transition basket. They need some more of that.
Driving shot is no good.
Great look, great cut, just didn't go.
By Bell. Franchini has an Ocean, decides against it. Here's DiBiaso. He's been in there the entire game, DiBiaso. Russo. Franchini will take another. Too strong. Rebound tipped up and taken by Brown. Leaves it for Lappin. Olick. Right sideline against Franchini. Brown approaching 30 seconds left in this third quarter of play. Long range jumper is no good, but airs Brown with a rebound. Too short, and the rebound is taken off by Mainland. DiBiaso with 23 seconds remaining. He gets the step down the lane, and he hits him. He was fouled on the play. Aggressive move there by DiBiase. Just put his head down there, Jim, and he said, I'm getting to the rim, and he did and was fouled.
Just like him for the Mainland Mustang football team. Got that first down or the touchdown inside the red zone.
Yeah, both he and his brother are very aggressive, very strong, and as you said, when they get hit in football, they're falling forward right there. You saw him get to the rim, and he completes the three-point play. 38-25 now. 10 seconds remaining. Lappin, Brown, jumper is off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound comes down to Cummins with just 2 seconds left. Up court, could not get it off before the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Mainland trailing it 38-25.
If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
We're back.
All right. Cheerleaders doing their thing. Ocean City on top, 38-25. So we saw some life there by the Mustangs offense.
Yeah, they were down 22 and have come back to make it 13. It's not under single digits, but it's probably going to bring back the starters for Ocean City into the game.
Well, you saw Franchini hit a three. You saw DiBiase with three-point play the traditional way, and so they are trailing still, but not as much of an uphill battle underneath. Pass for Porter, but he loses control. Might have had it deflected off of him, but Mainland again with the basketball. Kerrigan has come on. Kerrigan looking.
2-2-1 again.
Franchini. Kerrigan.
There's
fires
the middle.
Up high. Rowell now sends out the side to Kerrigan. Watch by Porter. Franchini to Kerrigan. Kerrigan to the baseline with a step. Cuts in and could not get the roll, but it was last touched. They say by Mainland. Mainland was pointing the other way, but did not get the call. But they did get inside on a nice move.
Yes, it was a nice move. It just didn't go.
McGonigal has returned. Swing it to Porter now. Jimakaris. McGonigal, he's got the step. Down the lane, no good, doesn't go, but rebound is run down by Franchini. Rowell. Long range three, rattles out, but the rebound taken by LaMonica, and he drops it home.
Fan favorite.
38-27 now.
The nice thing about that is it's in transition, Tony. The three, Ocean City doesn't get to set up for a rebound.
McGonigal, left side, working against Franchini. Lappin. Lenko.
Nice
Lenko with the
pass.
return from McGonigal. Can't make it happen. And the rebound for LaMonica. All alone for the three-pointer is good. Kerrigan.
And all of a sudden, we're down to 8 points.
The one thing about this Mainland club, it certainly has not quit, and now there's going to be a whistle and a foul.
Well, the thing about that also, Tony, is Mainland has a really nice student section here that have been very quiet for the longest time. And now they're starting to get rolling because they have something to cheer about.
Cummins sits down for Mainland. Underneath again. Okay, tell you, Jim McCarris finds a way to get free, and they find him.
That's McGonigal back in the game.
Looking to trap there. Here's DiBiaso. Sends left-hand corner to Cummins. Check that, Kerrigan, pardon me. He has a step, has it tapped away by Porter, now recovered by McGonigal, but looks to lead Jim McCarris a little too strong and out of bounds. So off the turnover, Mainland with the basketball, trailing it by 10 points. 40-30, 5:24 left. Rowell. Kerrigan. DiBiaso underneath, looking to find Rowell.
Good tip.
Yeah, tipped away. Mainland maintains possession. 5:14 remaining. Franchini sends outside to LaMonica. Down low for Rowell. Straightaway jumper is no good again by Kerrigan. And the rebound comes off to Ocean City. Here's McGonigal. Side jump is good. Man, he is just doing it here tonight, isn't he?
He's deadly from 15 feet in.
Gio McCarris with
There's
20.
the man in the middle.
LaMonica cannot finish. Great pass again. They've had their looks, as you've said. 42-30. Left side, Olick. Watched by Kerrigan. Porter. Olick. McGonigal. Who's he going to look for? That man again.
Yeah, LaMonica's a little slow on getting back, and he's letting Jacaris get behind him, which is making it easy for them to find him.
44-30. So Ocean City starting to pull away again after Mainland closes. Rowell. Pull up free throw line is no good. Rims
Another
out.
good shot.
Yep.
But you can see the difference with McGonigal on the floor. When he was off the floor, Mainland made a strong run.
McGonigal cut off by Franchini. Lenko center court. Porter off the pick. McGonigal circling to his right. Baseline one-hander. He's got it.
Again, Ocean City should and isn't in any big hurry. They're going to get the shot they want.
46-30 now. Lead back up to 16 points. DiBiaso. Rowell puts on the floor, drives in and hits. Good move
nice
there
athletic move.
Yeah. Timeout with 2:54 left here in this ball game. We'll be back with more right after this.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Back here at Ocean City, 2:54 left. The opener of the girls' game was 45-40. Mustangs knocking off Ocean City in another terrific game. That went back and forth.
It was a great game.
Olick Looking in, continues. Knocked away, but they'll have to do it again. So nearly a 5-second violation there.
Ocean City has a tough week this week. They have St. Augustine and Wildwood Catholic coming up next. So I'm sure the sooner they can put this one away and get some subs in, the better.
Down the lane for the scoop that is no good by Lappin, but on the follow, the foul. Yeah, we just see this Cape Atlantic League as some teams starting to emerge here after 8 to 10 games, depending on which team. McGonigal loses control. Picked up by Cummins to Rowell. DiBiaso sends outside for Franchini. Franchini has it knocked away and out of bounds.
There is no one dominant team in this league this year. There isn't. The Cape Atlantic League tournament is going to be great because there are a lot of teams that could put a few wins together and win it.
Yeah, no question. That's always great basketball. Right-hand corner. Long range jump is no good. That by Kerrigan. Last touch out of bounds. Last touch by Mainland. Well, Atlantic City knocking off middle. Atlantic City, you see how you build a program, right? Nelson came on and he didn't have much those first few years, but now he's building a program, has a great looking freshman on that team. Down the lane is Oleg, no good. Rebound. The steal is taken off by Franchini outside again. No good for DiBiaso.
It took a few years, but the community, the Atlantic City community, is behind Coach Nelson, and it really starts from the time early on in the AAU programs, the rec programs. They're all teaching the same thing, and you're seeing the fruits of it now, and it's only going to get better.
I remember doing a game with him when he was at Winslow. They had a really, really good team. He's a fine coach. I mean, there's no
great person.
Yeah.
Great. There he is.
His brother's pretty good too, right?
Yes, Byron's a good coach too.
We saw him a few days ago.
Another great dime by McGonigal to Lenko.
Left side, the jumper is good by Rowell. So Rowell, after a shaky start, starting to show some things. McGonigal, Olick decides not to take it to the rim, and let's just run the clock out with 1 minute exactly left in this ball game. Now we have a foul call.
Well, Mainland decided to sub out their starters, and now Ocean City's going to do the same.
Minute and 2
5:01.
That's
for Coach Bruno. 5:01.
He's starting the next 500, right?
Well, he would probably say no, but maybe 600, right?
Sure.
Although every time he's interviewed, as a humble, great guy that he is, he pumps up his assistant Ryan Gill as the next coach here. You can't do an interview with Coach Bruno without him mentioning him.
That's just the kind of guy he is, really.
Yes. Class.
Absolutely. Underneath, pass is poked away, intended for Wright. Outside for the long-range jumper. That is good. That was Deanna from long range.
Nice stroke. Where's he been?
Jump is no good. Underneath,
pass.
A beautiful pass. Brown finishes. So just 4 seconds left, and that's going to about do it. And that will do it. So the final score, 50-37. Ocean City knocks off Mainland, so they split the doubleheader. The Mustangs girls win the first 45-40, and the boys for Ocean City win the nightcap 50-37. So entertaining basketball, no question about it. Obviously, Ocean City is now 11-2. Mainland falls to 1-10, but give them some credit. They did not quit in this game. They came now, of course, McGonigal, as you certainly indicated, was not in the game when they made the run to get back into it, but still, you got to give them some credit for staying in it and getting some stops and starting to show some offense. And it was something that I'm sure Coach Feld looks for and appreciated against this very, very good Ocean City team.
Well, it's something to build on. I mean, they had their moments. You go back, you watch the film, and you teach. I mean, they need to get some points. When they were forced out of that 2-3, like I said before, John Bruno and Ocean City is surgical against the man-to-man, and that's where the lead got up to 22. But Fitzgerald is a nice player, and they have some pieces. They have some young guys that looked a little nervous, but they're going to improve. They're going to be better. You can see they have athletes.
So taking a look at the unofficial scoring, Ben McGonigal for Ocean City had 14 points, but the leader was Luke Giamaccaris with 22 points. He was very impressive. Of course, some of those baskets he got underneath were courtesy of McGonigal finding him and others finding him.
He should be buying McGonigal dinner.
Absolutely. And for Mainland, they were led by Griffin Fitzgerald with 11 points. He got most of those in the first half of play, but he showed some signs. I mean, he's 6'4", 6'5", as a matter of fact.
Got a nice touch.
Yeah, he's a junior, so they could be turning it around pretty quickly next year, and it will be certainly good to see. Always like to see Ocean City, Mainland going at it, both of them having quality teams, and that's what we look forward to.
Mainland was on a tremendous run with athletes in every sport. At some point, you got to reload, and they're in the process of building it back. It just happens. It's part of high school sports.
No question about it. Just to give you an idea, in the Cape Atlantic League, the only coaches who have over 500 career wins, Paul Rodeo, of course, with 1,035. Tom Farraco, Middle Township, with 733. And, of course, Ken Leary, Pleasantville, with 519. Of course, Ken had two great teams. I mean, two of them. I mean,
more than two.
Yeah, but there were two outstanding things with Reggie Miller, and then that team were 6'10", 6'7", 6'8". I mean, another great team. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he didn't have some other really, really good teams.
Perry and Strickland and those guys. And yes, well, I remember the Reggie Miller team, of course, but Ken Leary was some kind of coach. I mean, they were two dynasty teams, but in between that, you don't get 519. I don't know how many years he coached, but his winning percentage was ridiculous.
Yeah, he was a good guy too, and of course played right here at Ocean City. So
and was a great player in his own right.
That's right. And he came down from, I believe, North Jersey to he migrated to South Jersey, and he was just a terrific player. So once again, the final score, Ocean City winning it by the score of 50-37. For Jim Schaefer Jr., I want to thank everybody for watching the live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do it again on Tuesday, where at St. Augustine we'll be hosting.
Middle at St. Joe's. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, and they play again tomorrow. St. Joe's does, of course, coming off the loss from Ocean City, and Middle Township coming off the loss to Atlantic City. So we're looking forward to that one. Once again, the final 50-37. For Jim, this is Tony. So long for now.